think about the future. Think about the future. In contrast, we all know persons who are only concerned with the present. Spend it today, enjoy it today, and take no thought for the future. As we make current decisions, we should always be asking, where will this lead? Where will this lead? Where will this lead? The setting was a beautiful college campus. A crowd of young students were seated on the grass. They were watching a handsome tree squirrel with a large bushy tail. Sometimes it was on the ground, sometimes up and down and around the trunk. Stretched out prone on the grass nearby was an Irish setter. Each time the squirrel was momentarily out of sight circling the tree, the setter would quietly creep forward a few inches and then resume his apparently indifferent posture. This was what held the students' interest. Finally, the setter was close enough to bound at the squirrel and catch it in his mouth. A gasp of horror arose, and the crowd of students surged forward and wrested the little animal away from the dog. But it was too late. The squirrel was dead. The squirrel was dead. Anyone in that crowd could have warned the squirrel at any time by waving arms or crying out, but none did. They just watched while the inevitable outcome got closer and closer. No one asked, where will this lead? That true story is a parable of sorts. It applies to things we see in our own lives. As we see threats creeping up on persons or things we love, we have the choice of speaking or acting or remaining silent. It's well to ask ourselves, where will this lead? We cannot afford to do nothing. We must sound appropriate warnings or support appropriate preventive efforts while there is still time.